Okay, do you find when you put your key in, it's a bit notchy going in, you do your twiddling around, and when you try and pull it out, you have to jiggle the key around to get it out? Okay, well that's the pins in the barrel that lock down into your notches there. Need a bit of lubrication, so I'll show you how to fix that. Right, so here we are at the back of the door. You've most probably got a night latch like this. This happens to be a Yale, other brands are available, but they're all pretty much the same. You'll probably find on the side it's a couple of screws here and here. I've already taken mine out, okay? That allows you to lift off this night latch. On the back of the night latch is this recess for where a bar can go in. That would be that bar there, which basically is attached to the back of the barrel. So as you turn your key, turns that bar, turns that mechanism that pulls your latch in and out. Right, so we need to get the latch, or rather the lock barrel out, and that's simply done by undoing these two screws. So I'll do that now. Okay, they are quite long. So the other screw can come out now, but I'm just going to hold the barrel on the other side so it don't fall out. There we go, and the barrel comes completely out. There it is. Right, so here we are. That is the key barrel. Okay, that is it. Nothing too spectacular. I happen to have this around it. Helps me pull the door shut. You may or may not have that. So the key goes in there. Yep, the key goes in like that. And then in this tall bit here there's a series of pins that are kind of spring loaded, and they marry up with the notches in your key, and if they fit you can turn the key that turns the bar that turns the latch. You can see there's this kind of metal plate here that holds those pins in place. I wouldn't recommend that you get involved in opening that up, because if you don't put the pins back in the right order they'll never marry up with your key, so probably best not to touch that, leave that to the experts. And really these are kind of consumable parts, right? Once you get to that stage you might as well buy a new lock barrel. Anyway, what we're going to basically do is see if we can lubricate up the pins in there. So we're going to be spraying, I'm going to be using GT85, could use WD-40, but into both ends there. So let's spray some in there. Flip it over and spray it into the key area, key slot, and I'm holding it this way up so then the oil goes and runs down into the pins. Okay, then we take our key, put it in there, and we give it a good rotation, and pull the key in and out. And that is so much better already. Okay, we're now going to give it a good wipe down. What you can do is you can wrap the back of the barrel in a tissue like that, and then you can blow through the keyhole. And then what that will have done is it would have blown most of the excess oil out through the tissue. Okay, now I'm going to put a bit of lubricating oil in there. I'm just going to use some 3-in-1. I'm going to put some on the key. Let's put the key in, turn the lock upside down and give it a rotating. Just let the oil get in there. Okay, again it will need a good wipe down, and the key will need a good wipe. Now you'll find for a few days afterwards that you'll be getting residue come out on the key. So, you know, you'll just need to give your key a wipe every now and again, else you're going to get mucky pockets. You can see the black on there. If I put the key back in, pull it in and out, get the tissue. It's a bit cleaner that time. So you do that as many times as you're happy with. Give everything a good wipe. There you go. Now it can all go back together. So there you go, there's the barrel and the pull surround back on. Make sure you got it all nice and level. Screws are back in the back of the door. Now it's simply a case of putting the latch back on, marrying up the bar there to the hole in the back of the latch, like that. Putting the screws back in. All back on. Now the key goes in nice and easy, turns super easy. Double lock, take the key out, put it back in. Perfect.